This is for the sports lovers, the first-time sports better, the sports punters.
Let us go play some bet.
For highlights on the top sporting events around the world and sports betting tips. Know your odds.
If you want to use your bonus money, this is how you place your bet.
Don't miss Supa Tracker, Monday to Saturday at 4 p.m. Only on Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150.
Evolution Games presents Crazy Time. The money wheel you've been waiting to spin. Keep all your craziest in one place with fun that reaches crazy levels, multiple multipliers, and exciting bonus games. Watch us play Crazy Time on Supa TV Channel 150 on OpenView or SMS Supa TV to 30978 and play it yourself.
How to register a new SUPABETS account. SMS Supa TV to 30978 and you will receive an SMS with a sign-up link. Click the link you receive, which will direct you to the SUPABETS mobile site. Click login. On the pop-up, click register now. Fill in the required details on the form, from your ID number all the way to your contact details. Be sure to choose a strong password that you will remember. After filling in your details, click submit. In a few minutes, you should receive an OTP if your details were entered correctly. Back onto the SUPABETS mobile site, type in your OTP. In a few seconds, you will receive a welcome SMS confirming your new account. A 50 Rand sign-up bonus will reflect in your account within 24 hours of your sign-up. Welcome to our family. SUPABETS, bet with the biggest.
Man, I ain't never been in a Tesla before, bro. This is wild.
Here, let me show you this.
What's this? Oh, the window down. How you turn the window up? Oh, is that a fireplace?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, what? The fuck going on?
Wait, can I just understand, where are those two guys from the backseat coming from?
Exactly.
So, wait, let me explain.
You are watching Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150.
Hello and welcome to Supa Tracker. I'm very excited to finally be on your screens. You are tuned into Supa TV, powered by SUPABETS, where you bet with the biggest. Channel 150 on your OpenView decoder. I am Asanda, your super host, and without wasting any more of your time, as you know, I've got Kamu Masango on the line, and we will be your premium gaming destination, your guide to guide, your navigation, your place to play, and your inside edge right now on supabets.co.za. Make sure to spend that bonus money by placing a single bet on your sports right now as you on Supa Tracker by SMSing one word. It is one word, SUPATV to 30978. You get a 50 Rand sign-up bonus, your 200% bonus on your first deposit, and you stand a chance to get 500 Rands in additional bonus money. Now, where do you place a bet with your bonus money to capitalize on it? It is on your sports. Single bet, all it takes, triple that money for you to withdraw it. Okay. So anyways, we are fashionably, a bit late, so I'll get right into it. What do you call a blind baseball official who swallows a whistle? That is my question for the day. 0716214746. I'll repeat my question. If you think you know the answer, WhatsApp me. I am on WhatsApp. WhatsApp. What do you call a blind baseball official who swallows a whistle? Shasha?
Just swallowing whistles.
Yes. There's a term in Xhosa called walking impembe when you talk a lot. Like, not walking impembe kautule. That's our parents to us. So, Dave, do you know? Do you think you can guess? No? Okay. It's fine. I was not expecting you to get it anyways. Anyways, coming up on the show, we are talking all things tennis, bit of rugby, some cricket, and your football news. I will be joined very shortly by Kamba Masang, who is on the line as we talk about Mercy's heartbreaking signing, guys. It is breaking my heart right now, but we will start off in some history because what is the future without the past? It is definitely a future. Going back all the way to 1986, American League beats the National League for the second time in 15 years, winning 57th in an all-star game with 3-2. Going all the way to 2007, Brazil defeats Argentina 3-0 in the Copa America 2007 final, which is happening right now as well. 2008, the American League takes on a 4-3 victory over the National League in the 79th All-Star game at Yankee Stadium in New York. The 15th inning game was the longest ever All-Star game, lasting 4 hours and 50 minutes. That's a very long time, almost 5 hours. Anyways, it is time for celebration. If it is your birthday today, or someone you know, and you want to give them a shout out, you can do that, 0716214746. Happy birthday to you from me and the Supa TV team. Anyways, you are sharing your birthday with, let's start off with one of my favorites, Sebastian Vettel. He is a German racing driver who competes in the Formula One for Aston Martin. Now, having previously driven for BMW Sauber, Toro Rosso, Red Bull, and Ferrari, Vettel has won 4 World Drivers' Champions titles, which he won consecutively from 2010 all the way through to 13. Also on the birthday list today, celebrating her, is Sheila Castro da Paula Blasioli. Ooh, sounds like a very nice dish. Her name really sounds like a nice dish. Anyways, if you don't know who she is a volleyball player from Brazil who represented her native country at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, that is in China, and in 2012 Summer Olympics. Now, on both occasions, the Brazilian national team won the gold medal. She also played the 2016 Olympics when Brazil placed 5th. Love to see it, and she's so gorgeous. And also, I used to play volleyball when I was in primary school. It's one of my favorite sports. Anyways, I should actually start following up on it. Last but not least on the list, we're bringing it home. Wade van Niekerk, who is a South African track and field sprinter who competes in the 200 and 400 meters. In the 400 meters, he is the current world and Olympic record holder, which he broke in the Olympic finals. He also holds the best time in the 300 meters. Going back to my question for the day, it is a burning question. Do you know what the answer is? What do you call a blind baseball official who swallows a whistle? Now, I've got Gamu on the line. Gamu, hello and welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so we do apologize. We weren't here last week. I was not feeling well, but we are back and bouncing. Debs held it down for us. Thank you so much, Debs. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, man. I'm very excited to have you on the show. And starting off in the conversation, I think you'd be very, very excited about this one. Osaka is back. Now, organizers for the Montreal Open have announced that Naomi Osaka will make her way and return to the WTA Tour at the US Open lead-up event next month. Now, also on the list is world number 2. She is world number 2, that is 4-time Grand Slam champion, as well as number 1, our current number 1, Ash Barty, have been confirmed for the 9 to 15 August hardcourt event that will currently feature on the 18th of the WTA's top 20 players. So we are very, very excited that Osaka is back.
Personally, I am very, very excited for the WTA because I feel like it's an all-champion squad and it's very, very interesting. Yeah, I just can't wait. And I hope Naomi Osaka does redeem herself after, of course, the break she took from the Wimbledon.
Definitely. So it's a great comeback. I'm pretty excited as well. I mean, it is all our seeded players that we will see right there competing together. And I'd love to see who will take it. Will Ash keep it through and be number one again? Will Naomi fight for the position? Because, I mean, she took some time off for her mental health. So I think she has a lot to prove as well.
Oh, definitely. I think everybody's coming into this thing with so much pressure. Already Barty has the pressure of being a number one, but Naomi Osaka comes in with the pressure of her not participating in the Wimbledon, and everybody may think that her time is over, so she has a point to prove. And I really do think all females will have a great time, and I hope Naomi Osaka does make it at least towards the final or becomes the world's number one again.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are going into some rugby as well. Thank you so much for that, Kamu. Let's talk about the rugby. Yesterday was a beautiful match, especially the first half of the game. South Africa taking on the British Lions.
Yesterday's game reminded me of the 2019 Rugby World Cup because it was South Africa versus England. And again, South Africa dominated the first half. Very good for the boys, they played. And I think towards the end of the first half, it was a great transition for them to go into straight defense, making it difficult for the Lions to penetrate through and get their tries. So I'm very, very happy with how they played. I'd really, really do love them to somewhat balance on discipline because we did get a couple of yellow cards yesterday.
Yes.
But otherwise, it was a great game for them.
Definitely. I think also from the desperation from the game, especially in the second half, they were fighting. They were really, really fighting. And I think they lost a bit of discipline on there. I think it's also the pressure they were under because now they're not scoring, and it seems like the Lions are actually making their way through. But I just need to give a big applaud to Unkosi. He did try, give us a try in the beginning. It was cancelled out, but he came back again and he gave us another one. So that was really, really great. And that was literally 7 minutes later because the Lions were fighting, but we were like, you know what? We will lead in the first half. We scored the first one within the 5 minutes. It was cancelled out and we did not give up on it. We came back and we're like, you know what? We will actually come back again. 7 minutes later, we've got our try. So I was very, very excited. And also, he is a player from the Sharks. So, I mean, one of our best teams, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So with me, I was very, very excited to see how the game turned out, especially with halftime. I always say it's always best to make your mark in the first half so that the second half you're more relaxed. And that's what they did. They came in the second half more composed. And I think also it was not necessarily a composure thing, but I think they were also tired. Not having enough game time before a big game really does strain you. So I think the substitutes from the bench really came into the pitch and really started building momentum from there. And a big shout out to Lukhanyo and Sibunkosi as well. They had an exceptional game yesterday, and I'm just very excited to see what the entire series has to do, or rather has in store for us.
Definitely, yes. I mean, Lukhanyo was fierce when he came through because he was like, you know what, we're going into halftime, but I'm going to, take the team up there. Also, with the game happening, Ufaf went in and collected himself a yellow card. And, I mean, it was a body blow. We're not sure if he went in with his head, but definitely his shoulder went in there. I don't know whether it was desperation at the time or he wanted to prove his point on the field or he wanted to be seen. But he did try as well for the team, to try and score. But unfortunately, that got him a yellow card. He was off the game for a couple of minutes. So a little bit more discipline would have been needed there. But also, great save from Lukhanyo coming through. And then we went into the first half with 17-3. So they were already leading. They knew that there's less pressure in the second half. So they've got 40 minutes to actually just dominate on defense mode.
And to see that, it was quite hectic because we already went into the halftime with a score of 17.
Yeah.
And then finishing the game with still the score of 17. It shows the dominance of the Lions and just how hungry they were and how desperate they were to also prove a point. But I'm really, really happy that we won at home with our first game against them.
Yeah, and I mean, we also then coming back from the first half.
It sets the bar for the entire series for both teams to say, no one's here to play, you need to give in your best. And again, we can't lose against England team. We won against them in the World Cup, so we had to somewhat retain that.
Yeah, definitely. No, I definitely enjoyed the game. Also, I think I'll give it to the Lions for trying and getting to 13. You know what I mean? It was not an easy game for them, but we were very, very desperate for the ball in the second half, which saw us getting another yellow card. So a bit more discipline in our next one, as we will be seeing them again. You know what I mean? And we were nowhere with scoring in the second half. Yes, it's great that we had dominated in the first half, but second half we can't relax and just be on defense mode, because it would have been possible for the Lions to actually still win. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
So, but also the strategy that they used was also a strategy that I've seen with Tucks. Like winning, like securing the win in the first half and defending in the second.
For me, it's more, you can't just play in one half of the game and be dominant and let the other half go. Like you said, they could always equalize and perhaps also win the game. So I think not getting enough game time somewhat worked against them, because they didn't have the stamina anymore to continue. They tried getting people from the bench who built momentum, but in terms of our defense and making it difficult for them to penetrate through, I think they did a good job under the circumstances they were in.
And yeah, definitely. So looking forward to the next game. Also, British and Irish Lions will be taking on the Stormers. Who do you think will win? Do you think the Stormers have what it takes?
I don't think it's going to be easy, but I see them giving them a fair fight and a good fight. Maybe they might just lose. Okay, they're going to lose, but not with the title. Okay, so you think the Stormers might just lose this one? Because also, yes, they're not very much in form as much as the Lions are. Okay, so let's get into some cricket a bit. Just touching on the West Indies with Australia. It's not a clean sweep that I thought it would be with West Indies. I think an outstanding all-rounder performance by Mitchell Marsh. He came through for the team. Also just sticking around with your 75 of 44 balls right there with 6 sixes and 4 fours. He really came through for the team. So I think Australia did try to fight, and I'm really happy that they actually won this one without taking a clean sweep, and it's not as embarrassing as it should have been. Personally, I wanted it to be a clean sweep because that's how the game started. I wanted them to honestly really lose, as bad as it is. I really do wanted it. But a big shout out to Mitchell. You know, he came out for his team. He set the bar very high and made sure that at least you go out of the series with something. Like, at least you have something to talk about and everything like that. But a big shout out to West Indies as well for dominating the last 3 T20 games. It says a lot about their team. It says a lot about their focus. It says a lot.
Yeah. Okay,
I think that is something that all the other teams should learn.
Yeah. So let's get into some football because we don't have a lot of time right now. There's a lot going in Kosafa. We also have the Gold Cup happening. But the main game that I want to chat to you about is in the CAF Champions League. Chiefs will be seeing Al Ahly. What do you think? Do you think we're ready?
To be honest, judging from Kaizer Chiefs' domestic performance, I do not think we are ready, but they've been saying that they've been practicing a lot. I mean, Itumeleng Khune is back in training with them. He could be starting, and we all know Khune in terms of coming through for the team on big games. So I really do think they do stand up. I think both teams stand an equal chance, but I honestly do see Al Ahly carrying this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. I definitely think so too. Kaizer Chiefs seem to be, you know, you want to support them, but sometimes they just disappoint you. But besides that, I think they did try to come through towards the end of the season, as well as they have had time to get ready, to get fit for the game. But it is Al Ahly that we're talking about after all. So hopefully Chiefs will actually bring this one home. I really am crossing thumbs for them. I think they need it. They actually need this one. So I hope they actually win that game. So that's about it from our football on the website. But where to find it, you go under stats. From stats, you go into soccer, then click on international clubs, and that's where you will find the CAF Champions League. Okay, so first things first, talking about football news, just quickly wrapping it up. Racism at the England game. It was so crazy, and also just brought forward the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. He's warned all social media platforms to say that If you allow posting of any racism against the players, then we will take 10% of your international revenues. Which I think it's deservingly so. They should charge them, because if Twitter allows for ranting tweets and racism tweets, your Facebook, your Instagram, and the comments on there, they should be removed. If they don't remove them, then they should charge.
Personally, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I stand with the minister in this, like I really, really do, because racism is not something we should be practicing at all. It's not something we should be condoning, be it on social media or anywhere else. And I want people to understand that it is normal to miss a penalty. It is normal to lose a game, but it is not normal to promote racism in a team. And it is not normal to blame the color of one's skin for losing a game. You know, it could have been Hurricane, it could have been Phil Foden, it could have been whichever white player, but it is unfortunately a black player, and I don't think we should use that against them. I think when it comes to sports as a whole, we should look at one's performance and not the color of their skin, not the color of not the religion or any other thing that discriminates them from the next person.
Yeah, definitely. Just one more, because we're out of time. Just quickly, Lionel Messi. Now, he seems to have reached an agreement with Barcelona for them to keep him on for another 5-year contract. But the catch that really broke my heart today is that they are taking away 50% of his revenue, of his salary.
Personally, I don't think money is a problem when it comes to Messi. He's had his good years of millions and millions and millions. But I feel like the 5-year contract, 5 years is too long for Messi. And we've seen Barcelona not work for him for the past few seasons.
Yeah.
And I really do think it's a bad decision for him. I think he would have spread his wings by going into another football club, playing with players rather that of a different style of play, and he would easily gel in with them. But Barcelona is Messi's baby. I think no one really looks at him leaving Barcelona.
Yeah.
But I think just 5 years is a push. At least 2 years, maybe a year would have done, and then give him the amount of time to think and see the season with Sergio Aguero, of course, now there. But I mean, if that's what he wants, then I fully am in support of it, and I hope Aguero does make things easier for him. And
Loyalty will do that to you. Okay, sir, I think we've lost Gami there. Yeah, we have. I did ask you, what do you call a blind baseball official who swallows a whistle? Blind as a bat. The very famous word and saying. Anyway, that's it from Supa Tracker. We have a very exciting guest with teams coming up next. So stay tuned for all the entertainment that you need. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for choosing us.
This is for the sports lovers, the first-time sports better, the sports punters.
Let us go play some bet.
For highlights on the top sporting events around the world and sports betting tips. Know your odds.
If you want to use your bonus money, this is how you place your bet.
Don't miss Supa Tracker, Monday to Saturday at 4 p.m. Only on Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150.
You're locked into Supa TV. Only on OpenView Channel 150.